All right, and a good Sunday to you. Welcome to another episode of JD's Deep Cut Sunday Tracks. Again, where we are delving into older artists, unearthing the obscure, the bands that are kind of forgotten now. Maybe a song of one of the bands that got lost with time. On today's episode, we will talk about a band that's definitely haven't heard of in a while. The Strawbs. Okay, it was a '70s band mainly. Okay, I believe started in the late '60s, but '70s band, folk, progressive. On some occasions, on some instances, they do go a little bit harder on the rock. But they're categorized as like a progressive rock. The Strawbs, Bursting Through the Seams. That's the album we're going to talk about, or Bursting at the Seams. Okay, really, really good album. This album, I think, was their album that kind of put them on in the UK and Europe at least. They had a couple big songs. But of course, I'm not going to talk about the big song. Down by the Sea is the song I want to talk about from the Strawbs. Okay. Now this band, very eclectic. Okay. They have some albums that are kind of folk, kind of very acoustic, medieval sounding, orchestrations going on there. This album does have a couple of songs like that. It also has some hard rockers. Okay, down at the Sea is kind of it's kind of a long song, not too heavy, but not necessarily hard rocking. But check it out; it's a good song. They were famous for their Union song, Part of the Union. You might have heard that song. That was their big song. Huge in Europe and the UK. I'm not sure if it charted in the US, but Part of the Union, that song was kind of put them on. But check out Down at the Sea. It's a really good song. This band went through a lot of different changes as well. Dave Cousins and Dave Lambert have been the ongoing members that have always been on. After this album, I believe, they had more band member changes, but they stayed on, of course. They're the kind of brains of the band. They both sing, they co-do lead vocals as well. An interesting anecdote about this band is Tom Alam is their producer. Okay, Tom Alam, if you're familiar, he's in the Hall of Fame of producers. He's produced a lot of the harder rock bands. I think he's mainly known for Judas Priest, main producer there. He engineered some albums for Sabbath, but he's been on Judas Priest for a while. He's been producing a lot of their albums. Did Crocus too. They did some more harder edged bands, Def Leppard. But it's kind of weird. He went doing production for this band, which is, they're not heavy or hard rock. They do have a couple instances kind of get on the harder, but they're more known for folk progressive songs. Okay, but yeah, Tom Alam is the producer. Interesting factoid there. Since he's done more harder edged bands over the '70s, hard rock bands and stuff. But yeah, check this song out. It's a good song. Down at the Sea. This album, I came across it at a garage sale. Okay? I actually got two albums, this one and another one. Now the other one is really folky, medieval-y, orchestra, the flutes, the mandolins. Interesting. It's pretty interesting. Very different from this album. I believe it's Deep Cuts, the one I'm talking about. But yeah, this album is really good. Bursting at the Seams, check it out. Check that album out. I'll put the link of the song so you can check it out. But this band has definitely been lost with time, you know, lost through the cracks. Definitely deep cut band, deep cut track. Okay, and that's why we're here, right? All right. Well, thanks for watching another episode, and hit the like and subscribe button. Haven't been mentioning that, but hopefully you guys are. So you can check it out, check out more of the videos. Okay, any questions, please ask. It's been a hot weekend. I'm in the southwest part, and we've had a big heat wave, hot heat wave. So depending on where you're at, that's why I'm probably sweating here. All right, so thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.